It's been a year since iCarly was cancelled, and since it looks like it's definitely not coming back, I think it's time we talk about it. We can start by saying this. The original iCarly is arguably the biggest show that ever came out of Nickelodeon, maybe other than SpongeBob. It was truly a cultural phenomenon. The show was ahead of its time, it was funny, it had a great cast and storylines. The original ended fairly organically, but always it left the possibility of a comeback. Now, while it seemed like it would never happen, we did get a comeback. We can start with why it took so long for that to happen. There's no black and white answer here. Obviously, it's a combination of things, but the two clearest factors are that 1. Miranda's personal and professional endeavors take a different path, and 2. Dan Schneider for various reasons. Key point here is that it didn't look like we're going to get this show back, but we did. Why or how? Well, you need Miranda to do iCarly, and it seems like the pandemic was a good catalyst for a lot of people to be reflective and get new ideas, including her. And the setup from the original finale did wonders for setting up the revival. Carly simply came back. And since the original iCarly in many ways predicted the future of the internet, they could continue on this topic. However, the show made a conscious choice to go the influencer route rather than the web show route, and it makes sense, but it also would have been cool if they had gone the other way. When it comes to the storylines and the focuses of the revival, there were clear strengths and weaknesses. I think we would all agree that the original had sharper writing, was funnier overall, and had a more likable cast, just overall more authentic and novel. Meanwhile, the revival had relatively boring new characters which were entirely reliant on our main stars, and most of the best episodes relied on returning characters and ideas. Now, this was especially in the beginning of the show, I will add, as the show clearly became better over time as it started to develop its own identity. The revival was also cancelled at the peak of its popularity, the moment Carly and Freddie's love arc was reignited and went viral on the internet. Just looking at my own YouTube channel here, there was so much interest by the time season 3 came around. They generally finally had found their stride. If I'm being completely honest, season 1 was really quite weak and awkward, and season 2 and 3 are genuinely a blast. So why was it cancelled? Why? On a cliffhanger of all things? Well, here are some of the main factors I can think of. This is all theoretical. The biggest one in my mind is the streaming platform. Imagine if Netflix had picked up the show. It would bring exponentially more viewers. The damn writer's strike is the second one. Just, that one is a real killer, especially with how vocal the iCarly team was. I'm sure that pissed off the execs. 3, perhaps with Freddie and Carly finally together, the network was uncertain that the show could grow past that or saw that as a suitable ending. Makes sense in a way. Or 4, you could point towards the fact that the show had mixed reviews or a poor first season or just a number of main missing characters in the show. All could be a factor. Who knows what the real story is? It's a shame that the show got cancelled, but it also doesn't come as a surprise, at least to me, not much. It's bad timing for sure, but at the end of the day, it was not even close to gaining the popularity of the original. With high expectations, plenty of complications, and a slow start, it somewhat makes sense. I also wanted to say that I'm happy that the revival exists, even in its incomplete form. Just alone for the fact that we got to see Carly and Freddie's storyline. I mean, I Make More Memories is easily one of the best episodes of iCarly, top 5 of all time. Now, I think there's plenty more to break down on here and reflect on, but I think I'll leave that for another time. What do you guys think? What are your reflections a year later? And do you want more videos on the topic? Let me know. I have some ideas. But anyway, thank you for watching. Thanks for all the support over the years, guys. It's good to be back, and see you soon.